Snakes are pretty common in most parts of the world. The only places without snakes are north of the Arctic Circle, such as New Zealand and Ireland.
Just twisting around like a mad thing here, trying to get away. So.
But there are certain countries where particular species are less common than others. From a new breed born from 3 different snakes to an albino snake that's not long for this.
10 of the rarest snakes in the world. Number 10. Short sea snake.
Nosed sea snake. The short-nosed sea snake, also known as the Sahu reef snake, is confined to a small area of the coast of northwest Australia. The snake has only ever been found in 2 reefs, the Ashmore Reef and the Hibernia Reef, both of which are under threat. The water snake has a unique look to it and gets its name from its squashed head and pointed little snout. Scientists are worried that these snakes may have nearly died out. None have been seen in years. The last confirmed sighting was in December of 2015. The snake is a purplish color and measures around 2.5 feet long. However, if you see one, it's best to keep your distance as they are venomous. It's thought that the breakdown of the coral in their habitat has led to their decline, as well as leading to other ecological collapse.
Number 9. Antiguan
Racer. At the time the serpent was awarded the Guinness World Record for the rarest snake in the world in 2004, there were only 150 Antiguan racer snakes in existence. The snake was actually thought to have gone extinct at one point following the introduction of the non-indigenous Asian mongoose and invasive European black rats. A group of the snakes were later found on Great Bird Island, off the coast of Antigua, which is the only place they can be found today. Since 2004, they have been making a comeback, which is great for the snake, although it's still considered critically endangered. No need to worry either, the Antiguan racer snake is harmless to humans.
Number 8. Snake.
Three-eyed snake. In May of 2019, a three-eyed snake was found on an Australian highway and rescued by Northern Territory Parks and Wildlife Service. The rare snake was discovered near the town of Humpty Doo. Seriously, that's an actual real place. Shout out to anyone watching from Humpty Doo. The baby carpet python sadly passed away shortly after it was found. The cyclops snake had been struggling to eat because of its deformity. One of the rangers who found the snake called the discovery peculiar.
Number 7.
The Sagwa rattlesnake. The U.S. state of Michigan only has one venomous snake and it's very rare. The eastern Massasauga rattlesnake almost never puts in an appearance and is considered to be a threatened species. So imagine how surprised you'd be if one showed up on your kayak paddle. In May of 2019, Jonathan and Jessica Hoffman were on a 14-hour fishing trip in Cleveland Lake in Michigan when the rare snake cut through the water. The 29-inch long poisonous serpent ended up on their boat paddle. Look at how thick it is. It seems the married couple and seasoned fishermen weren't scared though. They said they were excited to see such a rare and beautiful snake with their own eyes. They discovered the snake is calm. It sounds like
Horned desert viper snake.
Horned desert viper. One glance at this snake and I already know that it's a serpent that I wouldn't want to mess with. Look at it. It has horns. This would be scary looking enough even without the devil horns, but they really are the icing on the cake. The horned desert viper is a very rare snake that can occasionally be spotted in deserts of North Africa. The snake sparked the imagination of ancient civilizations and it's thought that this was the snake of choice for Cleopatra to end her life. The horned desert viper can be deadly. Its venom is made of 13 different toxins that can cause hallucinations, mental disorders, organ failure, hemorrhaging, and even death. Not feeling great about the horned viper, I've got to be honest. Scarily, you probably wouldn't see one until it was too late. They bury themselves into the sand with just their eyes and horns poking out as they wait to strike.
Number 5. Tree snake.
Green tree snake is pretty confusing. It's called the green tree snake, but you're just as likely to see a blue, yellow, or black one as you would a green one.
Everyday little green tree snake. Beautiful.
Thanks for confusing us, scientists. We appreciate it. The green tree snake is not all that rare and is a pretty common species, but it's rare to stumble across in your garden. It's only found in subcoastal and coastal parts of northern and eastern Australia and tends to prefer forests, rainforests, farmland, and the odd backyard. The green tree snake grows to around 6 feet long and is active during the day. Many snakes prefer to find something to eat at night, but not this guy. This snake will slither around in daylight, devouring any frog, fish, or reptile that gets in its way. Fortunately, humans are off the menu, and a bite may be painful but not venomous. During the breeding season, the green tree snake also lays a surprising number of eggs. Between 3 and 16 hatchlings are born, all of which begin life at around 9.5 inches long.
Before, red-headed crane snake.
Color red means danger, and nature wasn't lying when it decided to give the red-headed crate its dramatic red head.
You mean like heavily cytotoxic or hemotoxic venoms?
It really does mean danger. Not only is this snake one of the rarest in the world, but it is also exceptionally venomous. Fortunately, bites are rare, so not all too many people have had to succumb to the paralysis and eventual death by asphyxiation that its venom can cause. The red-headed crate grows up to 7 feet long and lives in lowland rainforests in Southeast Asia. It has a black body, vibrant red head, and a blue and white stripe. As far as snakes go, it's the Picasso of many species. It's nocturnal, partially aquatic, and eats small mammals and reptiles like frogs, skinks, and lizards. This snake is also not one that you'll find in too many human-populated areas, for it tends to stay away from people. That might be a good thing, for not only can its numbers improve without human interference, but it can have less of a chance or opportunity to inflict its deadly.
Number 3. Snake.
Rainbow snakes may not be rare on the population side, but sightings of this beautiful reptile certainly are.
This might be one of the rarest snakes in the United States.
Its secretive habits mean that very few people will have the pleasure to spot this serpent in real life. Rainbow snakes grow up to around 6 feet long and are found in the coastal plains of the US, from Virginia to Louisiana. Being given the name of rainbow snake is also entirely accurate, because they really do look like they've just been snatched from the sky at the end of a pot of gold. They have a glossy black back, red stripes, a red or pink belly, yellow patches on their sides and heads, and black spots. Basically, they look like someone's thrown them into a painting easel. Rainbow snakes mainly live in swamps, rivers, streams, and creeks, and they spend most of their life hidden in debris and aquatic vegetation. As a result, stumbling across one is not very common. They also used to live in southern Florida, but none have been found there for decades. However, their numbers are relatively stable throughout other parts of the country, and they remain protected in...
Number 2. Tiger snake, keelback snake.
It is characterized by having a green and black body with black and orange spots on its back, similar to the skin of a tiger. Its average length is usually between 24 and 39 inches. If you want to see this peculiar snake in its natural habitat, you'll have to travel to China, Taiwan, Japan, or the 2 Koreas. It is poisonous. Its glands absorb and store the toxic substances off the toads it hunts. However, few deaths from poisoning have been recorded because it isn't common for it to attack big animals such as humans. One of the reasons for its peaceful behavior is that its fangs are located in the back of the mouth and not on the outside like many dangerous snakes, so making quick attacks must be difficult.
And number one, the gray snake.
The white slaty gray. A very rare white snake was found in northern Australia in 2017, and it turned out not to be an albino. The rare slaty gray snake, which are usually dark brown, was leucistic. This means that its scales were lacking pigment, but it had a regular black eye. Albino animals are lacking all pigment and have red eyes. The snake was a very rare find indeed and was put in quarantine to keep it away from other snakes. While the slaty gray will bite if cornered, they aren't venomous, although it's noted that they will emit a pungent smell if they're angry. The rare white serpent seems to be the only one of its kind. What do you guys think about this snake? Do you think it looks scary or pretty cool.